55. When I came up there on 38, I heard 7th, 8, 9 in Idaho. That's who I talked to up there on 38. And then I think he did mention Larry. He mentioned 225 Larry, and then there's your station. So only four of us so far. I don't know the other guy in Nevada. So there's been five people out here. Maybe it'll start to populate. I'm not sure what time the sun comes up. I lost track, but I know that it's already out by 7 in the morning around here.
I heard you guys acknowledging Tom up there, but unfortunately, I did not pick up Tom at all. One, the Blue Moon, because we're too far for ground wave, but essentially too close for the emitter. But unfortunately, once in the Blue Moon, I actually can't hear him. But I could not even tell he was in there. I could tell you guys were talking to Tom because he said his numbers, but I could not hear him, not 1 ounce. So what a bummer. Sometimes I can work him from here, but we're just a little too close for skin and way too far for ground wave.
Oh, what state is that over there in Yellowstone?
Yeah, me and Tom are in the same place, Idaho area, way up north here, and he's on the Panhandle side, way across the state on the other side, and and very close to the Canadian border. So that's what he tells us. So he's up there. But usually when I'm down where you guys are, I can always work him when the short stuff in, of course, just like you just did.
I think it was about a week or two ago. We had some really good skip. Have you been getting all that? Have you been going on the radio regularly?
Oh man, the last trip was the last time I was here, which was a week ago. You guys came in 7th time. One day, me and Speedy were eating dinner, and we could hear voices coming in. So I thought, oh wow, that sounds like short skip, not the F-Flare. It sounds like they're. You can tell when you listen to the audio. Usually it sounds just better, louder, fuller, much more cleaner and clearer. And sure enough, I go, sounds like heat stuff coming in. And that was 4:30 my time, 3:30 your time. And it did not stop. You guys were coming in till well past midnight, and I finally had to go to bed. And I said, you guys, I'm going to bed. Good catch, you guys. It was amazing. So it stayed open for hours on end.
Yeah, it was a couple of nights ago where I did hear some the same kind of skip. I think it was up to like Washington or something like that. I'm not familiar with this kind of skip. I usually run the skip in the daytime. I guess they have flares. And so you mentioned earlier you called this like an E skip.
Oh yeah, what's happening here? They usually call it sporadic E. So we're bouncing off something that's only about 50 to like 70 miles up in the atmosphere instead of 200, 250, and that's why we're able to talk a shorter distance. So pretty cool. Oh, nice. Southeast Washington, the one I like the most. I always liked the E-Layer better than I ever did the F-Layer.
QSL got you there. Well, I did hear a station up there. I think he said he's from East Washington breaking in there. Hello, 409 in East Washington. This is 1220 Golden Gate around the San Francisco Bay with
1220, either 1220 or 420, and San Francisco Bay area, 409 Tri-Cities on the Columbia River, Southeast Washington. Nice to meet you, sir.
QSL, thank you out there from Tri-City in Washington 409. I'm out here for the past couple of minutes with Quad 4 in Yellowstone, and he's going to probably send a signal to you. Maybe you can copy him. And operator Golden Gate over here on this end, the numbers usually get confused all the time with 1220 or 1221, and I really don't bother with the numbers anymore. A lot of operators just go by a handle or name. Like for example, Quad 4. I can always remember that. But there's so many numbers out there. I get so confused. So you can just write me down as Golden Gate. Golden Gate out in the San Francisco Bay. I'll take a quick standby and see if Quad 4 can reach out to you out of Yellowstone. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be listening. Yeah, I can hear me there, but I don't think he's going to be hearing us. And I tried to go vertical to see if he's coming stronger, but he actually disappeared, and I'm pointing towards you. So, always weird how that works. Because, but he definitely doesn't have a great direct shot to me like you do. So, weird how that works. But I don't know if he can hear us, but see if he can.
How about it, 409? Did you get that transmission? Quad 4 was transmitting.
Negative. Did not hear a beep. A lot of times I can hear, maybe a voice can't quite pull it out, but I didn't even hear that. Over.
QSL, yeah, he has a very light copy. I don't think he can pull you out, but he can sometimes, from time to time, hear something. And I'm pretty sure he's directional, pointed down here to San Francisco. And so far, I only have U2 stations out here, and there was maybe about 2 or 3 other stations. So I'm not really a regular here. Quad 4 is telling me this is like some sort of e-skip that I'm not familiar with, and I'm starting to figure it out now of how it works. Are you a regular out here early in the morning time, Kilsel?
I have the rig on early in the morning. I'm retired, so and I usually get up about 2:45 in the morning and have it on this frequency 375. But I usually have the volume down if I have to look over and see the needle bouncing. Oh, hey, got some activity there. Of course, with not hearing, you don't know if it's possibly somebody local that got up early too, which usually I'm the first one up in the mornings around here there, Golden Gate.
Oh, QSL, good deal. Yeah, I usually get up later on, maybe like around 7:30 in the morning, and usually run the sideband throughout the day. Usually go on 36. One of the net controllers with Hawktown Radio Roundup, so I'll usually be hanging out there on 36 and starting to get familiar with the e-skip since I did pass by here a few days ago, and I've been talked to Quad 4 a few times. He's out there in Yellowstone, and he's coming in pretty good. And right now, I'm just running about 25 watts. I was able to make it over there. I turned it all the way down. Right now, we'll see if we can hit your station. Do you still copy right now? We're sending 2 watts. Hello, out there in Washington, 409 with 2 watts. Can you copy?
I do copy on 2 watts. All I have, no signal strength, but strictly audio. Over.
Oh, QSL, we'll try to maintain these 2 watts and see if we can still make it over there. Since it's not that noisy, it seems like the static level has calmed down. I guess these 2 watts is out there doing it to it. One of these days, I'll get my handheld. It's able to do sideband and maybe able to work like 5 watts from the handheld.
Yeah, what kind of a beam are you on?
I'm on a vertical right now. I'm on a half wave. It's a Joe Gunn pistol. It's made by Joe Gunn Antennas. Originally, it's a half wave antenna, and I added a stinger to it. I added a 1/8 stinger to the tip, and it's got a gamma match, so it's fairly easy to tune. So sometimes I'll run it as a half wave, or I'll run it as a 3/4 wave. It's omnidirectional right now. And in the springtime, when everything dries down over here, we had lots of storms and rain. We'll put the beam back up, but right now we're just on a vertical.
Okay, okay, copy on the vertical. Yeah, I'm on a vertical too, an AMAX 2000, and I'm on a 735 ICOM. I was on a 7300, and then I switched over to, I was talking to 225 Larry. I was on the 7300. Then I switched over to the 735 there, and that's where I started to hear you there. So, hey, I'll let you get back to Quad 4 up there in Yellowstone, but I wish I could hear him there. I've lived in, I'm assuming he's either in Wyoming or Montana. I used to live for about a year and a half or so up in northeastern Montana there. So I'll let you go. 7-3 there, Golden Gate. And great copy, good signal coming up. Armchair all the way. Take care, my friend. 7-3 and enjoy your day.
Right, 409 up there in Washington. And I have a video going right now. You can find it on YouTube. Operator Golden Gate is the YouTube channel. Operator Golden Gate is the YouTube channel. And I went live right now. So if you got a chance and you want to go on YouTube, you can go on there and see how you're sounding down here. I had you coming in like an S7 and like almost an S9 at times. So you're somewhere around there, around an S7. And I added a couple extra pounds right now so I can make it over there to your station and also to Quad 4. I'm going to switch back over to Quad 4 and invite them to the YouTube channel. If you want to hang out for a little bit for 409, we'll try to get this three-way going and continue to have you on the YouTube channel.
I have a couple of things I want to do here early this morning there. So Golden Gate, appreciate the invite. In fact, I don't have a computer here, so not into computers. Old school all the way around here, Golden Gate. Sorry to say that, but hey, I'll let you carry on there with Quad 4 there and in Yellowstone there. Take care, my friend, and thank you so much for the QSO, and nice to meet you. Enjoy your day. I should say enjoy your weekend there. Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll definitely look forward to your station again, 409 over there in around the Tri-City of Washington. And I'm sure others will see this video and probably regulars and people you talk to. And it gets saved on there. It gets saved on the channel. And, a lot of operators come on down there and they like to check who's out there and stuff like that. And I'll get back to you on the next wave. 73 is not the best to you. You have a great weekend. 1220 Golden Gate running in San Francisco Bay. Switching over back to Quad 4 up there in Yellowstone. You still copy?
Oh, yeah. And I can hear him. My goodness, almost every time. Once in the blue moon, he dips down where I can't copy what he's saying, but for the most part, I could copy 100% of what he was saying. Yeah, but he's very, very, very faint. And so I really doubt he's going to hear me because if you live anywhere near people or in the city or what have you, he's going to be picking up too much RFI from the neighbors or whatever. That's just probably going to take me right out. But boy, I could hear him, and we had no interference, so we could hear him in there. So that was pretty cool. So it wasn't a one-way conversation I was listening to. I could pretty much copy him almost every single time here. And I'm just curious. I don't know if Maggie Q said she gets up early in the morning like we do, but I don't know if she turns her radio on early in the morning. So I kind of hope Maggie Q 2 and a 9 happen to turn her radio on. So Maggie, are you awake by chance? And did you turn your radio on? Quad 4.
Hey, Deanna, Chris. What's going on, brother? It's about 4:30 in the morning over here in San Francisco. What's up, Indiana, Chris? Yeah. Quad 4 in Idaho. 789 in Idaho. 409 in Washington. Hopefully it's going to be a good day. We'll hear you out there. We're going to be busy. We got the We got the truck with a full gas tank ready to go for a cruise and deliver the mail. Yeah, station over there in Washington, 409. He was coming in here like 7 pounds, and that's pretty good there for. I think he said it's an IMAX 2000. IMAX 2000. He didn't mention. He probably was working like a barefoot. I think it was, and he did say that he has his radio on early in the morning. Sometimes he keeps an eye out for. I guess he probably has a waterfall because I think he made it seem like he's got the volume down, but he's able to see any spikes on the waterfall. And then, so if he sees something significant, he'll turn the radio on. So I guess there's people out there that they do sort of pay attention early in the morning time if there's traffic out there.
Okay, be right back, Quad 4.
Okay, I got you. I moved over to another frequency on accident, but I got you now.
Oh, I was wondering. I thought, oh shoot, did the company just get yanked out under but I guess not. It still is open. I'll be right back. I'll go make another round of coffee real quick. And let's hope and pray it stays open, doggone it. And I keep forgetting, I thought today was a work day for 721, but it isn't. He gets to sleep in, doggone it. So that's probably why he's not by the radio. He's sleeping in and not realizing it's open.
I think his name is John. He's over in San Jose. It's been a while since I talked to him. Usually, gotta get up on top of a hill. And I can talk to him. I can talk to Monterey Mike. But not on the hill right now. One of these days, I'll get in the mobile for real on top of the hill. And I'll send it over to him.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay, I'll be right back, my friend. Catching Jazz to view here, Quad 4.
Standing by. Any stations out there, copy? Any stations, copy? Hello, San Jose, you out there? Golden Gate, Frisco Bay. Then we'll turn it down there to about 12 watts right there. We'll turn it down to about 12, 15 whiskeys. Power supplies. What you gonna do there? Group them. This is the kind of shit that happens all the time. You can't do anything anymore. Everything falls. You gotta put guy wires and everything. Yeah, there's barely anybody on the radio. It's just me and this one guy. Quad 4 up in Yellowstone. See what he says about the volcano. Do we got to go underground yet or not? Stay tuned. We got no traffic. Dropping everything. There's my other one right here. But we got nothing on that one either. Station. Nothing. Everybody's so sick. That's a lot of coffee. I think he says he's going to pour me a cup. We'll take a quick coffee break. Let me get a refill. My drop something over here. Like always. Little speed down. Put some batteries in it. Let's put some batteries in it. Let's see if it's still on there. There we go. Dropping everything again. That's a lot of coffee. Did you go to the coffee shop? I took a quick break myself. I went to go grab me a few snacks and a drink. Dropped a few things over here, made a mess. And back on the radio. Any stations out there copy? We got some East Skip rolling right now. Golden Gate rolling Frisco Bay. We got Quad 4 on the other end. He's over there in Yellowstone, part of Idaho. We got conditions earlier to Washington. Any stations copy? Golden Gate, standing by.
You went the ups and downs, and then remember one thing. And you got to be able to separate the good and bad. And
Or Maggie Q, did either of you guys show up to the radio? 1-4. Oh, where's my phone? I'd rather get it just in case I need it. Send them a message. Say, wake your butt up.
That was a lot of coffee you got. You went to the coffee store. Well, I had time to get myself a few snacks and a drink, and I dropped a few things, and also I've been surfing the frequencies, and there's people down on 36, and so far that's all I was able to pick up.
I know you had me laughing because I was making I'm not just thinking we were going to coffee. I'm thinking of latte, getting honey and frothing the milk and getting the cinnamon, making a good cup here. And I heard you say that, and then so I started laughing. You had me rolling.
Well, I guess people don't sleep nowadays. There's like 3 or 4 people here on the live chat. I turned on the video gate, so I could have this copy if you want to go back and check it out. See how you're sounding down here, and hopefully people can come in here. We can have maybe like 3 or 4 people going, but I don't know. There's some traffic down there on 36. I wasn't able to figure out who it was, but there's some people talking. Maybe they should come up here.
Yeah, that's Larry stirring up the bucket. So everybody's talking to Larry. I can't hear them, but I hear Larry. So they were talking to Larry in Sacramento.
Oh, yeah, you can hear Larry. I'll tell you why you can hear him. Because he's taking up like 3, 4 channels at the same time. He's got to put his radio in the washing machine because it's dirty. He got a dirty radio. That's why you can hear him.
Oh, no, Larry's the radio's really clean. He runs a gauge, so if somebody else that's probably talking to Larry that you hear, because Larry runs a really clean setup.
Oh, okay, Larry finally put it in the wash with soap. I told him that just that's all you got to do. No, I was just joking.
Yeah, Larry sounds really, really nice. But at one point, there's some people who do have some nasty transmitters. Holy cow.
Yeah, I've heard that, especially down on the end. Pretty wide signals and at least 3, 4 channels going left and going right. They could probably go up and down. Maybe soon they'll have it all. Left, right, and up and down.
Be right back then.
You forgot the donuts. Well, if you ever get a fix-it ticket, that's the place. Best place to go is the donut shop. You might run into a policeman and just buy him a dozen donuts. But you take care of them with a few donuts and you'll write your ticket off.
Mr. Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, we've been out here for about an hour trying to call him. It doesn't come out. I wonder if he's having like a one of those power naps, and then you go into like a deep sleep. I think they call it REM sleep, and then it's just hard to wake up.
Yep, something's going on. He used to always be up. So when me and John would head out to work at 4:30 in the morning, we'd be talking to Bill. But he doesn't get up early no more. I have not yet to catch him early in the morning in a long, long time. We actually barely catch him in the evening nowadays. But he and Roger are always out there, usually around 6:30 to 8 o'clock.
Is there a station out there, Golden Gate, around San Francisco Bay, out here with Quad 4, Yellowstone?
Unfortunately, not just you. Just you. Is there somebody in there? If he is, go ahead and pick that rascal up. Oh my God! Holy cow! It's amazing. You guys are just holding steady, and John's not awake. Doggone it, and Maggie Q's not awake.
Did you say Seattle 2805 in the motor car? Yourself?
Great.
2805 in Seattle. So you out there in the mobile? Are you looking at one of those big rigs? Are you in a diesel wagon? I hear a few stations in the background. I think maybe a skip starting to roll through here in my area. I'm starting to pick up a couple of voices in the background. These is 2805 Seattle in the mobile. Are you in one of those big trucks?
There's a bunch of my
All right, Quad 4, I'll be out here. I'll try to recruit some people. All right, 2805, this is Golden Gate out here in the Frisco Bay. Operator Golden Gate out here in the San Francisco Bay, at the base station. I'm out here talking to Quad 4 out here in Yellowstone. And conditions have been mostly just from this direction over there to like the Washington area. Do you have a lot of traffic over there on your end? Do you have a lot of stations over there, Kuzo? Oh, hold on. Don't tell me. Did Larry just try to hijack my QSO right now? Hold on, Larry. Come on. Don't get in trouble now. The 2804 out here in Seattle, Golden Gate around the Frisco Bay. I lost you out there in the traffic. Did you say you was out there in a diesel wagon, QSO? QSL cruising around in I-5. And do you have a lot of traffic over there on your end? A lot of stations? Do you have other stations out there on your radio, QSL? Okay, good copy, 2805. I'll get to this area so you can reach out to those other stations in NorCal. Sometimes I get a bit impatient, and I'll take a standby, and we'll catch up in a little bit. Golden Gate, Frisco Bay. Good to meet you.
Now, Doug, where was he at? Because I could not even hear a peep out of that person.
Seattle, Washington, and I think it was Diesel White, and then I was talking to him, and then someone from Northern California jumped in there, and I think he tried to hijack my queue. So I think it was Larry. So then I had to add a few pounds. I added like 3 or 4 pounds, and I was able to hijack him back.
Still going good to you guys. That's really amazing. A bummer. It's John out here, but I guess he is enjoying his sleeping. Good for him.
He's maybe get awake when the sun comes out. You know, a lot of times it happens to me where I kind of sleep in on accident, and then the sun is what wakes me up. As far as I know, I think it's like 6:30 or something like that. The sun starts to come up, and it's been sunny these past couple of days. At least these past 2 days straight. Past 2 days have been really sunny. So, yeah, maybe he'll wake up to the. You can hear the birds chirping and the sun and everything like that. That sometimes is my alarm clock.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I think we heard another station in there. If there is a station, go ahead. The station that said good morning just a minute ago, go ahead. It's all yours. Oh, I hear a real faint one, but I don't know if that's him and it drifted out or there's another person maybe in there. But if there is a station or something, but maybe they were acknowledging somebody else.
Well, we made it here to the 5 o'clock part. This is the earliest I come on the radio is 5, but 4 o'clock I think haven't done that. You know, I don't know. It's not really in a sleepy mood today, and just happened to just be thinking about radio, and had my iPad and was watching videos and was trying to figure out, you know, what can I do with a 1,000 watt amp, 1,000 watt power supply. I was trying to figure that out. You know, what can I do with that? If someone were to let me have that for free.
Yeah, you don't need that. Not when you showed that 2 watts can make it.
Yeah, then I started thinking about, you know, redesigning this beam I want to put up. Just a 5 element. Man, I thought, well, why don't I just get a longer boom and just add some more elements to it? Maybe do a 6 or a 7. And I thought about, nah, you're going to get yourself into trouble. Just leave it alone. And so I'm kind of in between. And yeah, I brought out my little notebook and I started writing numbers down and design and spacing and stuff. And towards the end, after a whole bunch of scribble scratch, I decided to just leave it alone.
Gonna put up in place of the 3. And it's, you know, it'll give it a little bit more gain, not massively noticeable, but it's definitely, if anything, it'll be great, better rejection from people on the backside and off the side if you're trying to work somebody, whichever way you point it. Definitely the 4 will have that benefit over the 3. But we get such high winds out here that I'm afraid to stick it up there because we're lucky that while I was gone this past time, he said winds got up to 84 miles an hour. And I am so grateful I came back and the beam was still standing with the post I stuck up there and everything. I'm afraid if I get greedy and I stick that 4 element, then watch it kind of snap that thing that day, and then I'll never be able to get it back up again. That's my problem. I'm not strong enough to help me do it again. So I'll never be.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, it's always good to give it some thought. And those winds sometimes blow around here. It does happen. It's like seasonal, but when it comes, it comes. And so I didn't want to risk it. So I just brought it down. I brought it completely down, and I think we're sort of past the storm phase. Maybe to be in the clear, I'll give it another month, and yeah, I think we'll be okay. Put it back up, but not gonna touch it, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. And Yeah, it performs good. I mean, I figured if I start tinkering with it, what's going to be the gain on it? What's going to be the benefit? And I figured maybe just dedicate my time to something else. I'm sure I'll figure out some other project.
Well, you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Lots of times I start something thinking I'm gonna improve it, make it better, and I made it worse. I spent a lot of time trying to get there, and then you just get frustrated, wait a day or two or whatever, and no improvement or nothing, and figure, wow, well, that was a waste of time. So don't mess with it. You're doing good. I think I heard the station in the background. Not sure if you were coming back to us, but making you 2 and a 9 if you wake up.
I sort of heard a station in the background. It's really light. Is there a station out there?
Okay, that's nothing on my end. Pick up anybody.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a local person, but it sounded like they were playing some music. It was kind of low, but I did hear it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't pick that up. It's 7:21. Did you wake up yet? Let me see if Mr. Bill's on 38. Hang on. How about that 1 2 then?
Sure was, wasn't he? Yeah, 1 point with you.
1 4. 1, that's right. Mr. Bill, 127, are you around? Quad 4. I guess not.
You're messing with him. Anything up there?
Nope, it's nice and quiet up here. Boy, I can't believe how long this has been running. I don't know when Larry and I first started talking, but it's been well over an hour and 15 hours, 30 minutes. It's been nonstop to you guys. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the next project I got after the everything dries out from all this rain and everything is to move the station closer to the antenna. Now that's not a bad thing. I know I can't go wrong with that. So think about building a nice little Radio Shack, since it's going to be from the ground up. Be able to customize it, make it sort of make everything fit, So I'm going to be moving a little bit of furniture, making up space around here. And I think my wife's going to be happy because I'm going to be technically sort of in a doghouse out there in the yard. And it's going to be good for the system by less line loss. I'll have the station right next to the tower, and I think it's going to be a good deal.
Okay, hang on. Mr. 1220, I think 775 is back in there, and it's 775 is all yours. Yep, we have to go make some coffee real quick. Well, not real quick. Douglas gives me a hard time. How long it took to make it. But, hey, I gotta make it right. I'm gonna process the milk right. I get the honey, and gotta get the cinnamon on it, and just do it up just right. And so now we have our second round. And, we're still making, I can't believe it. Did you think of anybody else on your end?
Yeah, I'm out here recruiting Recruiting stations right now here early time. I'm in the San Francisco Bay about 5:09 in the morning. Any stations copy, send you a call sign QTH, and we'll put you in the logbook. Hello, stations out there. If you got a copy,
Michael, I'm not sure. Try it again. Go between vertical and go between horizontal. Let's see if there's a difference.
looking for stations. Golden Gate, Frisco Bay, Northern California, somewhere out there on the West Coast, next to the Pacific, to Base Pacific.
6.
Are you talking to me or other station?
Yeah, go to 36.
36.
Cardboard off of it. Michael, did you make it?
Let's go, Bill. Go.
Yeah, Michael, yeah, we can still hear you. Are you still copying? Okay. Oh, I lost you on this one.
Talking to me?
Okay, 775, let's see if you are up on this one here. One last try, let's see if we still have you. Right there up in the corner where Idaho, Montana, and and Wyoming is right there in that upper corner. Over.
Cut over. Like a Dover. Need some brownie chips. These chips are weak.
Okay, well, good catching up with you again. Alrighty, I got you this time for sure in the logbook, so we will not forget. A good night. Good morning, get some shut-eye here, and enjoy the rest of your day. 0775 quad 4.
0775.
Okay, take care. That's cool. At 721, did you wake up? How about a sleeping beauty? Did you wake up yet? Quad 4. Maybe you 2 and a 9. How about a 2 and a 9? Are you there? Well, 1220. I have no luck on my end.
I got my radio on, but the cool thing is that the radio is like sort of next to the kitchen, and so I put in a bagel in the toaster.
Oh, good for you. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, last time I had some cinnamon type bagels, and so I think you said cinnamon earlier, and so I went to go look for them, and I'm out of the cinnamon, so I just got the plain one. But I think I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on the cream cheese to make up for it.
Or you could spread a thin layer of honey on it. That always makes it pretty good. And if there's any kind of sweetener to use, honey's probably one of the best ones you could use. So yeah, that might be good. Have you ever seen that cream honey? That's white. That they whip up real high speed whipping up so it turns white. That spreads really nice on the bread.
Oh, gee, okay. I'm gonna try that. I think I might have some honey, and if I can't find that, I was thinking maybe I might start maybe with a few drops of pancake syrup.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. Boy, 1222 Bandit doesn't
Yeah, I don't think the band's gonna die on us. It's gonna just go through the whole day. I don't know if it's gonna like pick up a lot, but yesterday the numbers weren't all that. They're like average numbers.
Yep. Yeah, but if it stays open now and the are starting to kick in, now that means there'll be more than just one-way conversations that another person can only hear. It means that there might be a three-way, four-way, or five-way. That's always cool when that happens. So today, maybe that day, because my goodness, at the moment, it doesn't seem like it's going to stop.
So if you're 1 hour ahead of me, that means that your sunrise is going to be maybe like in a half hour. Is that right?
Well, this morning I come out here to the radio room and I took a temperature of this.
Yeah, there's some guy down there on 36. It's kind of loud on my station. I got him like an S7. He's pretty loud.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't check 36. I went to 38 to see if Mr. Bill was awake, and doggone it, he's asleep. John's asleep. Maggie Q's asleep. Heck, everybody's asleep out there except you. You're the only one holding the fort down in the Bay Area, my friend.
5.
And just you two.
Yeah, I guess that's Larry on 36, but he's got to be talking to someone maybe in my area because I can't hear who he's talking to. Do you think he's talking to 721?
I doubt it. He might be, but John would have came here. I cheated.
570. It's probably gonna be hopefully.
This number, unfortunately, so I hope I have the right number. But yeah, so still sleeping in.
Yeah, you cheated. I'll be doing the same thing too. He'll be cheating. Oh man, that's cool.
Hey, remember when we talked originally? I was on that RCI.
1222 over here, 320. I tell you, he never remembers who I am. I don't understand what's wrong with Daniel's son, but he never remembers me.
Oh, did you say Daniel 320?
Yeah, he never remembers me. Every time it's like the first time I ever talked to him. So after 4 times, 5 times, I realized, okay, if you hear my voice, you don't come back to me. I'm not gonna bother trying to get back to you.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, 320. He's over there, I think, like near Oakland, and he's on the Antron 99. He talks pretty good. I can barely hear him, but I know that he talks to other stations, and he's sort of like a regular. He's sort of a regular. He should be able to remember you. He should be able to pick you out, man. Maybe we'll give him a warning this time.
I know, it's funny. It's almost like he doesn't remember who I am. Like, wow, okay. And we've talked about up here. We hear better up here than I do in South San Jose and stuff too. But I've caught him when I'm, Amadeo shoots across the water and stuff too, and that stuff. But yeah, anyways, hopefully it's not up because right now he would be making some pretty good contact. So he must be not an early bird either.
Yeah, what I noticed is so when I come out here, maybe like around 7 in the morning, it's a bit difficult because a lot of the other stations, especially on the East Coast, they're talking to Europe because Europe is they're in their gray line, so they're overwhelming the East Coast with Ireland and England and all those things, and I pretty much just have to just sit and listen and wait and so I'll be listening from like around 7, but I'll actually start talking probably like around 8 or 8:30.
And still nothing. Boy, I find that hard to believe. My goodness. Everybody's still just sleeping away. It's funny, Doug, because I got up early, all excited to revise my BlackBerry. I finally got the motherboard that came in that'll let me use my good old classic BlackBerry back in the day, but now make it work like all the other phones now, because it's going to have the latest and greatest everything in there. And so I ordered the motherboard. It came in right when I left on the road trip. I was so mad. So I'm going to now put it in. I was all excited to install it this morning. But just when I was about to go get all the little tools and everything else, and take the old one out and put the new motherboard in, then all of a sudden I heard that. So right now, this is a little more exciting than my phone that's over 10 years old.
Yeah, those older phones, when you haven't seen them or used them for a while, it's just like, even though they're old, it's like it's something new to you because it's something you just haven't used in a while. It's like something new. And yeah, I found some old stuff a couple of days ago, and uh, basically it was an older HT. And the only thing is, I gotta shop around for batteries. So there's 2 websites that I found. One of them is called like Battery Depot or something like that, and it seems like they got batteries for everything. So I'll probably be ordering a battery from there. Same thing happened with an old cell phone too. I had an old cell phone, a Note. It was one of those Samsung Notes, and everything was cool about it. It was my favorite. But same thing as the battery thing. I had to order a battery.
Yep, I love the Note 1. Yep, I love that it was a little wider than all the other Notes. So, yep, I know what you're talking about too. So yeah. Yep, so as soon as the band dies, if it ever does today, I'm going to now start putting in that new motherboard and revise my BlackBerry again. I'm a physical keyboard guy, so I've always had a physical keyboard. So once BlackBerry disappeared, I had to figure out if there's any other phone. So I've been using a Unihertz phone for all these years to hold me off. But the keyboard never as good as a BlackBerry keyboard, so I just can't believe that I'm going to finally get my BlackBerry running again. So that's going to be so cool. And Maggie Q209 or John 721, you guys awake? How about if you guys quad 4? I'll be right back. See if we can get Mr. Bill on 38 if he ever woke up.
Okay, so anybody, I'm going to go grab that bagel.
Nothing heard. Unbelievable. All the channels are dead. But I do hear, I think, me in traffic with those dumb truck drivers that always use 37 in the Bay Area that just cannot get their ass off the 37. They're always on it. It's just ridiculous, but I can hear those idiots.
So you say the trucker is going 37 early in the morning. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're out there somewhere in the Bay Area. I don't know where they're exiting from, but maybe Hayward or maybe Fremont, or I hear them all the time. And boy, they are just stubborn as ox. They will not move.
Well, I'm wondering if it's like low people who go to the ports. I wonder if that's what they're doing.
I really don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you, but they're out there, and usually at this time of hour is when I hear them. When I'm over there, so here I can hear them in the background, and they sound on frequency. I realize, oh, that can't be somebody else. That's those guys in the Bay Area. So, yeah, one time I didn't acknowledge them to wake up and move. And one time I was able to get between those guys and Valley. They had to move off the channel because they couldn't talk. So I said, oh, well, there you go. But you don't listen to me, so I'm gonna shut you guys down. And I found I had the opportunity to get between those two, and found they cut their ears off.
Do you have a quad 4?
There's no quad 4 radio, thank goodness. Otherwise, I would be very mad. But there was no quad 4 or quad any radio back in the day when I got this number back in the late 70s, 79 era and stuff too. But everybody thinks there's a quad radio, and then they tell me, oh shoot, I'm sorry, I'm mixing up with my quad 6. And I thought so, because I would have never picked this number if there was a quad radio back in the day.
Oh, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm sure you get it a lot. People telling you, is it an antenna or is it a radio?
They do all the time. They go, I never knew there was a quad 4 radio. What is that radio? I said, when you find it, let me know, because I didn't know there was one either.
Hey, man, I just go along with it and see that you do got one. They're going to be really asking about it. It does like 150 pip.
I can hear you. Hang on 1 second, my friend. Okay, Mr. Doug, 1220, 721, Sleeping Beauty just woke himself up. Good morning, John.
John.
Well, hallelujah, John. It's been going for over an hour and a half, maybe even longer. I can't believe it. It is just non-stop. Over. I'm excited because I said, oh good, I can finally put my again. The motherboard came in, and I was going to swap out the motherboard and revive my BlackBerry and everything. But Valley, a company made a board that will fit in it, that'll run all the latest and greatest, and they improve the camera, everything. So I was all excited to put that in, and just when I was about to do it, I shot it for you guys earlier, and nothing. I shot it right when I got up, but no one was awake, I guess. And then 30 minutes while I'm taking my coffee and everything off, and I hear Larry T up 225. I'm like, oh my gosh, the band is open. So, pretty cool. And pretty much Saturday, but God, where the heck is the Rooster? Doggone it, he should be making his crew right now, but I forgot today's Saturday. Oh, right now, can you hear 1220? I'm talking to Doug up there. Hey, Doug, which side are you on? Are you on the East Bay side, or are you in Gatewood, or where are you at?
Hello, 721. 721. I'm in the East Bay right now, side of the hill, and talking to Quad 4. Figure out if he has a Quad 4. 721. Golden Gate, Frisco Bay.
Hey, John, he just shouted for you. Did you hear him?
Yeah, but really like the music, the noise that we're hearing.
Oh, darn. Doggone it, hate that happened. Oh, well. Yeah, so he's not able to pull you out, unfortunately. You can tell you're in there, though. You can tell you're in there. See that?
pretty soon I'll get the other antenna up. And I think it'll work to get to the other side. I think it's promising. You know, a little bit more height, better antenna. And we'll make it happen. Projects in the works.
Yep. And don't get too carried away. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I learned. And stuff too. So John, today you get to, well, you know, sleep in today, but is there any football games going on? Is your favorite team playing? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's always surprises, on it. Just when you think you got everything done, then another thing pops up, or two things, or so. Like the little gremlins you pour water back, and you got 100 of those gremlins instead of just one pouring out the fire. You got 100 fire you got to put out. So yeah, I got a lot of little things to work on today too. So besides getting my BlackBerry back to life, which will be when the band dies down, and it does, I'm going to be doing that. But at the moment, we're going to see if we get Meg to show up. I don't know if she's going to. She said she's an early bird. She said she gets up around 4, but I don't think so, because I get to catch her. You get to catch her this early in the morning. I tried both. I keep going back and forth, and I can't raise her up for nothing. Go ahead. Of the phones that I got, and so I had to just nothing as good as the BlackBerry before. So I think that phone, and finally a company decided to make a motherboard that you can swap it out and put it in your phone, and then you have the whole physical out, you know, keyboard hardware construction of a BlackBerry, but the modern day, you know, Android and a new camera and bigger battery and everything on it. So I can't believe it. I was supposed to have it when I went back this last trip. It showed up an hour and a half after I took the road out so bad. Yep, unfortunately, I have to wear spectacles now. Kind of sad that I never need to do that, but I can still do it, thank goodness. And unfortunately, the eyes, when I do that, help. I can do it. But as I got older, my hands are not so steady. They shake a little bit at times. So that's not a good thing. So, but I'll be able to do it, thank goodness. I know it's easy to do, and you know, with all smaller components that is back in the day when you and I grew up with, you know, full-size components that were back in the 70s and 80s. My goodness, it's so small now. It's so easy to make a solder block that cleaves onto another lead or another component. And so, boy, you better be careful. You make sure that they don't touch. You use a razor blade to heat it back up, pull them apart so they don't short out, broke up something, try to fix something, and make something worse. So, gosh, John, what time is it? Is it 5:30 right now? I can't believe this early in the morning you guys sound this good. Oh yeah, I did weird too, John. I could have sworn at one time yesterday that I actually heard you, and I thought, oh shoot, was that John? But I was in the canyon. I was deep in the canyon trying to get home, and I could just barely hear signals coming in, and I could have sworn I heard you in there. So that might have been you. Yep, you never know, huh? You just never know. If it's gonna open and when. That's what I love about sporadic game and stuff too. The only thing I can't remember, John, because I missed a cycle and stuff too, because I was going through school and then I forgot to put my radio back up after I got done. I really hope, and I'm not sure if sporadic is dependent on the solar cycle. If it goes even when we run down. So if that's the case, then that the Empire is going to wind down. In the next couple of years, it's going to get weaker and weaker. But if you guys still come in, I can care less. That's all that matters to me. Yep, I hear you. Yep, I know. I totally agree here. And John, does Mr. Bill get up early in the morning these days? I mean, I have yet to catch him early in the morning like we used to. And I've been going back to 30 days to be checking. The hope to get cheap too. So if he's awake, he doesn't have to hear us call him. Just see it. I forgot he has one of those radios that does that. So he should be us talking to you guys and find it. So I keep going to 38 and I realize I don't have to do that. If he's awake and he had his first cup of coffee and his eyes are not glossed over, he should be able to see us right now. I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, all this time, I've been going back. I can't even remember when the last time I heard of that early in the morning. Oh shoot, stupid! I forgot all about that. Yeah, you sound great. You sound really, really good. I totally forgot about that, John. Yep, you're right. I just recorded it so that way when I see you, I'll go ahead and let you hear it. But wow, she sounds really good. She sounds really good there. We are very, very close, right? The only thing is you're 575. A little bit more potency in the audio. And so it just got a little bit better punch in the middle, which is nice. But when you don't think about it, you don't hear them between the two. This thing sounds just right up there with it. Only when we switch back and forth quickly, if we discern there's a difference. But otherwise, they both sound great. Yep, that's what I was gonna say. And there's times, John, you almost hit me in the red on this doggone radio. I'm like, holy cow, geez, John's coming up here, so pretty cool. And the way it's so nice and quiet, if only Maggie Q had her radio on, there's no way she's not gonna be able to hear us now. So what a bummer. Okay, you know, she says she's an early bird, but I guess not early enough to fire the radio up. Oh, you sound good. You sound fine. No trouble. Oh, yeah, we did. But the audio-wise, nice and clean. No troubles whatsoever here. But yeah, I was here, Doug, at we decided to back it down all the way as slow as his radio goes, and we were carrying on a conversation with his 2 watchers. Pretty cool.
What's going on over here?
Nope, not now. The 12:20 must be they're just enjoying his coffee. Oh, actually, he's probably enjoying his bagel with honey.
Yeah, bagel.
But right now it's quiet. So while the lady was taking up, we were hearing people all over the place.
Yeah, he's right.
And stuff too. So yeah, it's quiet at the moment.
He's right. Enjoy the bagel. That bagel right there. Enjoy the bagel. Take a quick break. Breaker. Oh man, what's going on over here? Is that an earthquake? What? Oh no! Is that an earthquake? Run! Oh, I just gotta fix this. There we go. Gotta fix. That's good. Almost got it. Oh, there it is.
You know, John, I'm not sure what you've got going here. And I think you and Larry worked each other back together. I think that's the only way you guys pulled that off. But Larry, no, you sound good, and it's kind of going up and down like a yo-yo. But there's times I can hear John come up to almost at 9. So how's it going on your side, Larry? You pick anybody up? Oh, likewise, Larry. Thank you. Always good hearing you. And yeah, what a great way to start my morning after returning from that long road trip. Catching you guys that I just passed through. Boy, North Valley, get to the fireplace, my friend. And I'm gonna see if John can hear you, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure you guys worked each other at one miraculous time from back together. But John, did you hear Larry at all? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I pulled it off. Both of you guys have been, so both of you guys are pulling the heavy load to pull that off. And that's pretty cool. Pretty amazing when that happened. I would have thought it been a miracle if you pulled this off. So today, even though it's quiet, required to be quiet, you required the Heffler to pull that off and get it running. Yeah. Wow, that was amazing, John. I didn't catching you guys since your time, around 3 o'clock. And it's still going, hasn't even stopped. So always amazing how that does. And gosh, John, I always wish it would just do this forever. Oh yeah, and it's amazing. It's not just a quick blip and then gone. I hear you guys. I think one pass back and forth and it's gone. This thing's been going for good quite. I haven't looked at my phone yet, but it's been going on since your time, 3 o'clock. Larry said that's when we started talking, and sure enough, he checks in and it's still running and stuff. So yeah, it's I forgot what to say. I just I was gonna try to see if I could wake up Cyan Soul to finally let him use his dog on radio and then quick stuff, but he sleeps in way too long. This would kill him to get up this early. He gets around almost 11 o'clock, so this would just absolutely destroy him. Alrighty, John. Thank you for showing up. Thank you guys for making my day. We'll catch up with you guys soon here. Just enjoying my coffee here, so you go get yours, and we'll turn it back to good old 12:20 Golden Gate. I don't know why, John, when Doug first started showing up, I started shouting that out. I don't know why I keep thinking that in my mind I hear that Right Cerrone commercial back in the 70s about the San Francisco tree. But every time he says it, that's what comes to my head. Alright, John, sounds good. Hey, Doug, is that way before your time, or do you remember that commercial?
I have no idea. I keep hearing about that commercial. There's a couple guys on the radio. They bring up the San Francisco tree and a couple other things that I'm not familiar with. I still have to go back and figure it out.
Okay, John, take care. Good hearing you. We'll catch up with you soon here. Take care of all the little agenda you got going. I got a lot of crap to do, but it sounds like you got some things to get going too. All right, and so I got a week and a half, 2 weeks to pull it off. You got a couple of days to get it done. So get it done.
I'm trying to remember.
Okay, Mr. San Francisco treat, it's all yours.
San Francisco tree. Yeah, I have to figure that out. A couple guys mentioned that, and the Rice-A-Roni. I don't know if it's the same thing, if the treat and the Rice-A-Roni are both the same thing, but I've heard it from a couple of people out there. But I guess YouTube, I guess I could probably find it on YouTube. What is it, like a commercial?
Yep, back then. I don't know if they even still have Rice-A-Roni. I don't see that no more, but they had these little boxes and they have all these different flavors of making the rice. It comes with the rice and everything, and has all these different flavors. And somehow they felt it was the San Francisco tree, so they always put that in their jingle when they were singing the song and advertising for Rice-A-Roni. And I don't know why. I never thought about it because I wasn't in San Francisco at the area time. I guess why they even associated that with that, but now you got me wondering why they ever did that.
I've heard it at least from like 3 or 4 different people. Like I'll probably call on the radio, and then different people will say San Francisco treat, and I'm like, what's he talking about? And I hear it once in a while. It's got to be on Google or YouTube. Let me get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you do that, look for it. I bet you somebody has that old relic commercial that you could watch and hear it, and then you'll get a kick out of it and realize what all of us old timers are thinking when we hear it. And then hang on, things I'll be right back. I hear Speedy getting up, so I wonder if the dogs have to go outside. So I'll catch you in just a few. We got the radio on, and I hope the band stays open. And Maggie Q, did you show up? 2 and a 9. I bet it's Maggie Q, 2 and a 9. Did you fire up the radio again? See if she's 5 down. Nope. All right, I'll be right back. Go on for it. Let me see if the dogs need to go out.
San Francisco tree. San Francisco tree. Should make a San Francisco treat about bagels. I'm gonna end this YouTube live, man. It's kind of weak.